Okay, guys, thanks for joining us here in the charts. It is the market beast, Napoleon Macro. Neo needs a revisit, I'm assuming. We're going to reiterate our previous price target that we've had, I think, ever since December. So some may be asking, hey, is it time for Neo to bounce to the upside? Is it going to continue lower? We're going to go over those details in this video, guys. So let's do it. Welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we only explore price action. Thanks for sticking around, all my loyal subscribers. Let's dive into the charts here. All right, so today's March the 13th, 2022. From the previous close of Neo, $16.07, slightly negative 9.5% for the day. Okay. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed your weekend. Here's the original lines. So on our last video post, I think it was like February 1st-ish. It's right over here. So yeah, here it is right here. Pardon me, I couldn't pull it up. Internet problems here. My new price target will shock many Neo investors. Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Remember those exclamations, okay? It was basically insinuating that we were anticipating a small move higher, followed by a rejection. That has aged perfect, okay? It moved up. Although it didn't reach the $28.30 level, I thought it would go up to like $28.30, but it only reached like $26, and it appears to be continuing to the downside. Now, if you're new and you're looking at this like sub $10, it's never going to happen. Maybe it won't. However, if Neo does not proceed higher than the previous level of resistance, which if you pull it down somewhere right around there, somewhere right around there, that's going to be like $20.80. Okay, so if there is a bounce from here, which typically when you have a lot of selling pressure to enter the market, there's some sort of relief bounce. So if there is a relief bounce, I would expect the buyers to accomplish what they need to accomplish, and that would be to close a weekly candle above the previous level of a reaction or support, whichever one you want to refer to it as. It's the red line. It's at $20.80. If the buyers fail to close above $20.80, expect this market to continue to tear to the downside. All right, my price target is not going to change. Sub $10. The time frame, let's give it until the end of this month, possibly even leading over into the middle of next month. Okay, please don't shoot the messenger, guys. The way that I was able to find this price target is very simple. I'm just referring back to the previous structure as we explained on our previous video. This is the previous structure where the strategic buyers were able to accumulate enough of this asset to explode the price to the upside. Neo reached as high as I think it was like 1,690 something percent approximately to the upside. Had many people excited about Neo, saying Neo's going to $300. Maybe it is, but I think before it reaches 300 is going to be a pretty intense pullback before it reaches those higher targets. Okay, but I think if you guys are patient and there is some sort of structural turnaround, that's what I'm looking for. Really important structural turnaround. Let me say, dude, what is a structural turnaround? Really simple, actually. What you're going to look for is let's just see if Neo is actually going to hold above the blue line, $10. And a structural turnaround is just like, I'm looking at the weekly candles right now, and you just want to see like the market failing to proceed to make lower lows, because right now Neo is making lower lows and lower highs. Okay, don't shoot the messenger, guys. All right, I'll point it out for you very clear on the screen here. Okay, highest point, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Okay, so that's what Neo is doing. Okay, right now, and also the lower lows, of course. So that's how you find a downtrending market. Okay, you got the you can do something like that, a low. That's kind of a higher low here, actually. But this is a low, and this is a new low. Okay, so that's the reason why I say Neo is downtrending. Please kindly, again, don't shoot the messenger, guys. But yeah, I just want to let everyone know my price targets have not changed. $10 incoming. Again, previous level of support, you have that $20.80 something cents. That's pretty much the end of the video, guys. Yeah, $10. That's my only price target for Neo. We have to see if we can get a structural turnaround, and I'm not changing my price target. Okay. So if you're long out there, you're buying the dip, do as you wish. I have not invested in Neo long term, nor am I interested until I see evidence in the charts that is suggesting a structural turnaround. Okay. So and also one of the other things is, I don't know if you guys remember, that's the end of the video, by the way. If you came out for the levels and the time, that's what I have. Okay, $20.80 previous support. If it stopped out there from a bounce, expect the market to move lower down to $10. Okay. But I wanted to show you guys, many people actually tease me on this video. Here's a video post where we actually NEO update that every investor must hear. December the 14th, guys, we were saying, listen, guys, NEO, it appears to be wanting to, go to the downside. Here's a video. We had like 51 likes, 14 thumbs down, like 78.5%. That's how I gauge whether or not I'm on the right track. It's when we get a lot of thumbs down, especially on the NEO videos. That's how I understand whether or not I'm on the right track, guys. And we had some pretty unusual engagement on that video. So yeah, I was like, okay, it's probably going to continue lower. All right. And the last thing I wanted to show you guys, many people challenged me about my little box theory. I think it's what it's called. I'm going to pull out the little range here, something like this. This is exactly what I did on the last video. I just put up a simple range. I do this all the time, guys. Many people like overcomplicate this stuff and tell me about a PE ratio and a book value and a blah, blah, blah. Much respect to that stuff, guys. I'm just not the guy who does it. I'm the guy who pulls out a box, finds the range, then clone it, and then pull it down. I said NEO will probably stair step down somewhere right about here. And what do you know? Voila. It came down perfect to that level. All right. So for those of you who challenge me on, I'm not going to shame anyone, but if you go down in the comment section somewhere, just like, why don't you use percentages and all kind of stuff, guys? But it came down to that level. Beautiful. To the downside. All right. So don't overcomplicate looking at price action, guys. It's all relevant when you find a range. That's all I do. Like what I do sometimes, I think I explained this on a video. Whenever you find like a range of consolidation, like this is a range of consolidation. The only thing I've done was just kind of measure the candles' bodies from the 3-day candles. You see like support, resistance, support, lower high, and it fell through the floor here. Fake higher, open higher, fell down, retest the previous level of support as resistance, and they continue lower. Really simple, actually, super simple. But what I do is I take like a trend line to just kind of find a practical target from the candles' bodies of the range, something like that. And then you just kind of pull it down, something like that. And there's a target right there. 1607 or 16-ish. Take the time to listen to the video, guys. I'll leave a link for you. I have to republish it. I think I need to relist it. I took off a lot of my videos. Okay, yeah, I made it public. So, yeah, you should be able to view it. I'll leave a link for you guys. But that is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys can appreciate my weird clone box because this aged beautiful. And I do think there's a little bit more selling pressure. If there's a bounce here, that's fine. I just think it's a bullish counter move in a bearish trajectory. And we have to see if NEO will survive the wrath of the sellers. And we'll know that in due time. How long would it take for all of this to play out? I don't know, guys. We have to wait for the structural turnaround, and we don't have that yet. So my prediction in terms of the time duration was the end of this month to the middle of next month was to see if NEO can actually go down to $10. All right. Oh, excuse me. And that's the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So if you don't mind doing me a huge favor before you go, by simply leaving an appropriate thumb. That's not to promote anything, actually. I think we took the advertisements off. So if you see any advertisement before the beginning of the video, let me know. We're taking those down, guys, okay? So my time here is absolutely free, okay? We're not compensated at all to make these videos at this point, all right? So, but you won't sacrifice any quality, okay? I'll keep it professional as I possibly can. And that's the end of the video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So yeah, of course, support the channel before you go. Leave an appropriate thumb. Also, we go over the alternative markets if you're new. Bitcoin, just Bitcoin for now. So you can kind of join us here on this interesting journey by hitting the subscribe button if you wish. And we'll send that out to you momentarily. Welcome in. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for your time. Remember to always have a strategy. Excuse me. That was unprofessional. Before you enter the market, keep that positive energy flowing. We'll talk soon. And bye for now, guys and gals.